Yo, what's good, world? It's your boy, Mr. Mike 307, coming at you live and direct with a video, man. And in this one, what I want to do is I want to talk about these WWE releases that recently happened, man. Um, this community, this IWC, I'm convinced that at least at least 85% of these people are just flat out stupid, man. Because I'm on Twitter and all I see is a bunch of idiots talking about, oh, WWE is so evil. They released all these people right before Christmas, yada, yada, yada. Scarlett Bendo, what? Hey, yeah, speaking of Scarlett Bendo, Bardo, whatever you say her last name, I see this tweet from her, and she's being very condescending and all this crap, talking about she's finally ready to wrestle for the first time in over 2 years and all this crap. And I'm just looking at these tweets from this woman, and I'm like, I don't lost a lot of respect for you, Scarlett. A lot of respect, man. Because do you remember what your situation was before you signed with WWE? Do you remember that you was working for Impact Wrestling and they weren't cutting your check? They put you in such a position that you had to go back home and live with your mama. Did you forget about that? And what did WWE do? They came and they not only signed you, they signed you and your boyfriend, and they signed y'all the contracts. So for the past 2 years, right? Karrion Cross been working. He's been down in NXT. You was with him down in NXT, but you wasn't taking no bumps like you was taking in Impact, right? So for 2 years, you collected a salary, and you really didn't have to do nothing but be there, right? You didn't have to do anything but show up, hang around your boyfriend, hang around your friends, go to the gym, and play this character. You didn't have to damage your body. You didn't have to sacrifice your health. None of that stuff. All you had to do was show up and clock in, right? So 2 years pass and WWE say, okay, I think that I think that you're good enough to go back out there on your own, and you bash these people. Man, if anything, man, you should be praising this. You should be praising this company, man. Scarlett Bendo should be like, you know what? I appreciate what you did for me, Vince. Now I'm gonna go out there and kill it. No, but instead she got this trash ass attitude, like people owe her something. And this is what pisses me off about this community and these wrestlers when they get released from the WWE and they start bashing the WWE. You act like these people owe you something, bruh. This is a business, not a charity. You know what I mean? Like, the point of business is to make money. You hear stupid people like Ross Twiddle and Adam Patini or whatever his name is, these stupid what culture people, man, and talking about how could WWE talk about budget cuts and they're making record money. That's why, you idiot. Because they're releasing people they're not using. They're getting rid of the talent that's just collecting money. This is why their revenue is going up, because they're getting rid of all the dead weight. This is business, not charity. And then another thing on top of all of this is you act like these a good amount of these people are going to get re-signed somewhere else. Somebody's going to pick these people up. You know, these are good wrestlers, and if they are what they say they are, then they'll be just fine. You get people like a Bronson Reed, and he was the shit in WWE, right? Everybody was on Bronson Reed's nuts, talking about, oh yeah, he's amazing, yada. He's this up and coming star. Meanwhile, he's like 38. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and then he gets released, and what happens? He doesn't do anything. You don't hear anything from him. You want to know why? Because Jasiah, or whatever his real name is, Bronson Reed is not a star. You know what I mean? He was a star because the WWE made him a star. When he got kicked off of the island of whatever the fuck Roman Reigns is saying, man. Revatilla, yeah, I ain't even gonna try it, man. When he got kicked off of the fucking island, you know what I mean? What happened? You didn't hear anything from him. You didn't hear anything from him. You know, you heard a bunch of bitter tweets, but guess what? Nobody picked him up. Nobody picked him up to the point where he was about to get deported. You know what I mean? And then, if I remember correctly, Ring of Honor came in and gave him a charity job. Now look at Ring of Honor. You know, you have to understand that when you can't have both, you can't have both. You can't have business and you can't have charity, right? You have to put the line somewhere, man. And and it really really irritates me, man, because these people try to make WWE out to be like they're just this monster and they're cutting people right before Christmas. But then if you think about it on the other side of the coin, think about it like this: y'all are using all this fake outrage to create YouTube videos, and then y'all are going to create revenue. So y'all are going to profit from somebody else's pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. Just stop playing. People, people like a Salad Monster and a Sean Ross Sapp and a Ross Twiddell and a Adam Patinci, whatever his name is, and all these people who do all this fake ass crying. Stop it. The only reason you're doing that is because you know you're gonna get 85% of these fucking idiots who are gonna flock to your channel and be like, yeah, man, it's a damn shame what WWE is doing to these people, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, ain't nobody thinking about all the money that they collected for just being there. For just being there. You get names like Grand Metalik, you know what I'm saying? What has he done? What has he done? You know what I'm saying? He's just been around. You know? Um, Names like a Keith Lee. Keith Lee has came as far as he's gonna go in WWE. You get people talking about, oh, he was in the ring with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and they couldn't do nothing with that. Do you understand that? I don't think y'all really understand what was going on there. In in that moment, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns broke character and showed Keith Lee respect. That's the worst thing they could have did. That's the worst thing they could have did, because at that moment Keith Lee was done. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody is a real threat to what you're doing, you're not going to show them respect. You're not going to sit there and dap them up in the middle of battle. You're going to try to neutralize the threat. You're going to try to get rid of the threat. You know what I'm saying? When they dapped up Keith Lee, when Roman Reigns dapped up Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar gave him like a little nod of approval, Keith Lee is not a rookie. Keith Lee has been in this business for like 15 to 20 years. You know what I mean? So for people to be like, okay, yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see you. That's the most disrespectful thing they could have did to Keith Lee, man. Because at that moment, he was done. Done. You know what I'm saying? Because they're basically saying, man, you're good, but you ain't no threat. Good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do that to no enemy. You know what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns ain't giving each other props on camera like that. Come on, man. But you get idiots talking about, oh, they could have did something with that. They couldn't have done nothing with that. You know, if if they was gonna run a real program, then Brock Lesnar should have attacked Keith Lee and gave him a reason to fight him. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I see why a lot of y'all people aren't bookers and a lot of y'all people don't run business, because y'all don't understand what y'all are talking about. It's it's crazy to me how many people are just so stupid. It's insane. And it gets to the point where you don't even really want to be a part of this community anymore, because you don't want to be lumped in with all the fucking idiots. But in the same breath, you're a wrestling fan. But in the same breath, the wrestling product that they're putting out fucking sucks. So if you're a person like me and you have a brain and you can think logical, it's weird. You're in a weird little space because you don't want to do this shit no more. You don't want to be a part of this stupid ass community. But then you get the itch and you be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check out AEW Rampage tonight, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check out SmackDown. And then you watch it and you're like, man, this shit's stupid. Why am I watching it? You know what I'm saying? Like it puts you in a conflicting box, man. And I don't even think it has to be like that, bro. I think that we need we all who think the same way I think we all need to band together and get rid of these stupid people, bruh, and just push them out of the community, man, because we're stronger together, man. And that's proof because these idiots all band together and then you just hear a bunch of stupid shit like I'm trying to think of another name that got released that people are upset about, man. Man, really, like, even when you think about the names, man, look, man, this one chick, what's her name? Denise, whatever, Sarlato, Sarso, whatever the fuck her last name is, man. She came out with a tweet, and in that tweet, it had a list of all the names WWE released from 2020 up until now. And there was a shitload of names on that list. And what that tells me is all of these cuts are very, very necessary. Why do you have all these people on your payroll and you're not doing anything with them? Let them go. Let them go. Let them fly. And and I think that a lot of people get upset when they get released because they know they're not what they say they are. They know they're not stars. If you think about all of the names that got released, all of these names that got released, what have they done? What have they done? With the exception of Deonna Purrazzo, who when she got released, and you got to give this woman her props, when she got released, she turned herself into a star. She went to Impact Wrestling and did her thing, still doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? Right now she took a little break, but trust me, she'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But she got released and she did better. Bryan Danielson is Bryan Danielson. He's gonna do his thing no matter where he go. But you can even look at like an Adam Cole. People are saying Adam Cole is failing. You know what I'm saying? People are saying a lot of these names that got released, you don't hear anything about them, or what you do hear about them is not good. So what that tells me is these people aren't who they say they are. They were only who they were because of the WWE. And that's why they're mad, because they're about to get exposed. That's why they're mad. They're not mad because they got released. They're mad. Well, I guess you could say they're mad because they got released. They're mad because now they're just not gonna. Now they're gonna have to earn their paycheck. They're not gonna get paid just to clock in. If you look at it like this, WWE was like a rehab program for these people, man. You know, like a Scarlett Bordeaux. She was in a fucked up position, right? Fucked up. WWE hired her and basically allowed her to heal her body, allowed her to get on their nutrition plan, get right, you know what I'm saying? Paid her, put money in her pocket, and then sent her back out in the world, and now this bitch is mad. Why you mad? You should be ecstatic. You should be ready to prove yourself. But a lot, like I said, man, a lot of these people aren't who they say they are. They don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why you thought they had it was because WWE was providing them with it. And now that the machine is gone from them, you're really going to see what they're about. Nothing. Nada. You know what I'm saying? But and speaking of nada, out of all the names that recently got released, the one that really affects me a little bit, man, is B-Fab. Because really, she wasn't, she's not the greatest in the ring. Let's be honest. She's not. She's not that good. You know what I'm saying? But she brings this energy and this dynamic to Hit Row that if you take her away from Hit Row, now you just have a bootleg New Day. And then on top of that, what is B-Fab gonna do? Who's gonna pick up B-Fab? You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, I like B-Fab, but let's be honest. Who's really gonna give her a contract? You think AEW is gonna give her a contract? Ring of Honor is dead. What MLB? What is she gonna do in Impact? Impact can't use her. You know what I'm saying? But if I was AEW, I would sign B-Fab. I would sign B-Fab and I would pair her up with Jade Cargill, right? You can either run them as a tag team or you can have B-Fab replace Smart Mark, whatever his name is, Mark the Snake, and replace him, you know what I'm saying, as Jade Cargill's new manager, you know? And while she's managing Jade Cargill, because B-Fab is decent on the mic, right? Jade Cargill could use some help, you know what I'm saying? So right there, they help each other right there. And then while B Fab is managing Jade Cargill, she can be training with Jade Cargill and Jade Cargill's trainers and getting better to become a wrestler. And once you think she's ready, then you can have her go on. You can have her go on like a wrestling run or whatever. You know what I mean? There's things you could do. There's things you could do with it with B Fab and Jade Cargill. But other than that, I don't see anything for B Fab, to be real with you. But that's the one that bothers me the most because it's like, really, what is she gonna do? You know what I mean? Everybody else is gonna be fine. Everybody else is either gonna like either get another contract somewhere or something. And B Fab is gonna be fine too, man. Even if she don't want to do this wrestling thing anymore, you know, she's gonna be fine in whatever she do, you know. But all this fake outrage and all these people talking about like these wrestlers are gonna be homeless and just out on the street with nothing to do, man. You know what I mean? Just stop that bullshit. Stop it, man, because these people made a lot of money with WWE. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and say, well, they had to do this and they had to do that, but it's a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to really do no traveling. All they had to do was show up and clock in. Now that they're getting back on the road, you know, if they were smart, the money that they made during this pandemic, what are you going to spend it on, really? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they got a nice little nest egg they can fall back on, man. That's if they were smart. If they don't, that's their fault. They had the opportunity, to be honest with you. But like I said, man, all this fake outrage and all these people acting like these wrestlers are finna be out on the street, you know what I'm saying, holding signs and all this shit, starting GoFundMe's, man, you know that's not gonna happen. You know none of that's gonna happen, so I don't even know why these people are painting the picture. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say is it's crazy to me how so many people call for these wrestlers to leave the WWE, right? Oh, Kevin Owens need to leave the WWE. Oh, Keith Lee, he needs to go to AEW, yada, yada, yada. They say all of this crap while these wrestlers are under contract with WWE, right? Then when WWE released these wrestlers, you hear people say, oh, why did WWE do that, man? They released Keith Lee. I can't believe they released Keith Lee. Oh, man, they're so heartless. They're evil. What do you want WWE to do? You know what I'm saying? When they hold wrestlers, they're evil. When they release wrestlers, they're evil. You know what I'm saying? I just think that y'all people just want to complain to complain, right? Because Ring of Honor released their whole entire roster. Every single wrestler on their roster, Ring of Honor said, bye, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And you know what people said? Well, you know, that was a good move. You know, now they can reboot. You know, y'all people are so stupid, bro. So stupid. What are you going to say when AEW is forced to release some wrestlers? Because that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to release some wrestlers or go under. You know what I mean? Because I saw somewhere that I think they had like over 100 people on their roster, and their roster is a whole sausage fest, man. Like insane. They got like 96 male wrestlers and like 20 women. You know what I'm saying? It's insane, bro. It's insane. And I don't know what these people are making, but judging from the moves Tony Khan make, man, I'm pretty sure these contracts are outrageous. Outrageous. So eventually they're gonna have to cut some people or lose their promotion. Or, you know, they're gonna have to make the choice, either be a business or be a charity. And if you're gonna be a charity, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. But I'm gonna sign out. It's your boy, Mr. Mike 307, coming at you live and direct. If you came this far, leave a like on the video, you know, because obviously you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, man. Join the nation. Let's grow this thing. Follow me on my Twitter at King Mike, KINGMIKE 307. And if you want to talk about anything that I said in this video or anything that's going on in your world in general, leave me a comment below and I'll get back at you, all right? Peace.